afternoon. This is the video newsletter for Buy Sell Short for Saturday, February 12th, back from a nice relaxing vacation. And even on vacation, we were still able to pop out some very, very nice winners over the last few days. Gotta love it. Here we're looking at the Dow 15-minute chart. And, even though I am considered a perma bull, I guess is what the term is, even this market is amazing me. Just non-stop. Doesn't matter what news is out there. Any sell-offs are brief, and the Fed money just continues to pump in. The economic data is just right for the stock market. Unemployment is not really picking up much. It's the perfect storm for stocks right now if you're long. And, you got to love that stock pickers market, and we are picking some monster winners. Looking at the 15-minute chart, you can see, we've essentially just gone vertical over the last 2-3 months, especially over the last couple of weeks, just continue to move higher, even with the supposed crisis in Egypt that was going to melt down the world, got all the shorts long, which is really why we're up here pushing my target I gave a little while ago that we would see the 12,300s, and, here we are. Within a few minutes of getting to 12,300. Thanks in part, we'll go to the daily chart, to all the shorts that got sucked in here 2 weeks ago. And, over the last few days, we essentially saw a lot of them throw in the towel. Probably not such a great thing because we need these moron shorts out there. They're great for squeezes and great for pushing us higher. Starting to see, looking at a lot of message boards and chat rooms, the bears and the shorts have gone MIA. They've either jumped off the fifth floor or top floor, or, they've thrown in the towel and gone long. And we really don't want to see that. We always want to see the shorts active out there calling tops, because usually when the shorts start to go long, that's when we start to get worried. Probably not at that point yet. We still got a lot of Fed money coming in. We've got a little bit here, but it's something to keep in mind. Looking at the daily chart, you can see the moving averages essentially tell us when we should get worried. The 8-day moving average has essentially from the November lows the market has just ridden. You can see right now the 8-day moving average is around 12,166. Then we have the 20-day exponential just below at 12K. Then we've got the 50-day, which, we haven't touched in 3 months now, way below. Are we overbought? Yeah, but, this is the kind of market we can continue to go more and more overbought. It is kind of funny, all those Chicken Littles calling the tops, essentially for the last 3 months, nowhere to be seen right now. Even those, well-followed posters and traders, who are calling the top there right over the Christmas holidays, not a peep out of these guys. And likely they're not making any money. You're probably going to start seeing these guys start to get long the market, and that might give us our next little push. The biggest action, or where the best interest has been, is in breakout stocks over the last couple of weeks, especially in the $1 to $3 range, which was, just fantastic. We're probably going to start to see that momentum spread to the lower price stocks. I'm thinking we're going to possibly get a little penny mania here very, very soon, because this kind of market is the perfect environment to breed speculation in the really cheap stocks. And we're into biotech season right now. Biotech conferences are going to start coming out left and right. We've got a couple of big ones this week. We've got the Bio CEO conference early in the week, Tuesday through Thursday, I believe. We've got the WHO pandemic flu conference. And then, in March, we've got the big ASCO conference. So typically, biotechs, a lot of them trade under the $1 area. We start to see those heat up. Anyway, looking at the market, SMH, let's scroll up here. Breakout again is 36.20 is where, if you're looking for a scalp play, you can get in. And we actually have to go back to the 5-year chart just to get an idea what next target would be, and that's up there at $37. So break of 37 or 36.17, we're looking at $37 as our target, and you could probably use Friday's low as your stop if you do take this trade. US dollar, given all the end of the world, Middle East is going to blow up news that we've had over the last 2 weeks, dollar did bounce, but, not what one would normally expect. You would expect to see this kind of vertical action with all that's been going on. And we haven't seen that. The dollar's been slowly going up and the market's been able to ignore that move. Probable resistance is just above at the 79 level, so we could see, the dollar hit that level and then start to reverse course, which is bullish for what we want. Anyway, let's jump into stock plays. IPAS. There are very few of these gem tech stocks left, and that is me pounding the table on IPAS. This is the next stock to go to the $2 to $3 area. They report earnings later this week. Remember, they had that big news last month, the deal with Deutsche Telekom. They're going to be running their business applications using iPass software with a joint venture. Really, really big news. These are the kind of consolidation setups that we see run to new highs, which is why we jumped into it. Rock solid support at the 20-day exponential. That's around the 150, 154 area. First target here, $1.70, but this is a stock that should be $2 this week, and there's very few candidates left for a run like this that are quality, and I think this is the next one to go. Volume has started to pick up over the last couple of days, and, it's time to rock and roll on IPAS. BNXbanks.com. We had a monster winner on this one last year. As you can see, we wrote it. Essentially, it was a 400% mover from where we called it. Tax play. Again, we are starting to break out here. 50-day moving average is coiling up. Held rock solid support at 28 over the last 2 months. Breakout is that 200-day moving average, 34. 35 cents lights this baby up, and we're going to 40 to 50 cents minimum. We had the other tax play, JTX, get hit because the bank that they get their refund anticipation loans got a notice from the FDIC warning about it. Actually, let me pull up JTX here. Here's JTX, hammered on the news. Possibly one we might look at on Monday for a possible trade if it is able to bounce off that 200-day moving average. So if we see a green day and possibly a breakthrough, $1.40 on JTX on Monday, would consider a trade entry for probably a 10 to 15 cent move on it, because after hours they come out and said that the FDIC ruling will not affect this year's tax season. So that is a positive. I still think, though, we are in the tax play. Remember, BNX picked up FileLater.com, so they actually do tax filings now. They are also a big, they own a lot of domain names, and right time, right sector, and we've got an event coming. Chart looks great. Positive MACD cross on Friday. Stochastics look really, really good. This is going to be a very nice winner and has the potential to be like our other monster winner. I'm actually going to jump to that one right now. MCZ. MCZ is what we called this one in October. Call of Duty play. Hit $1.60 on its earnings reports, which I did say they would beat on, and boy did they beat. Talk about a monster earnings report. But just showing you a 5-year chart and the resistance levels we're looking at. But given that earnings report and the potential MCZ has for the next year, how this stock is still trading under $2 is beyond me. This is a $5 stock. It's just a matter of when it hits it this year, I think. 40-cent EPS potential. The market cap was ridiculous. They did $93 million in revenue and put out a profit. Look at this other stock. Here's Glue. I mean, this is one we called back in November, down there in the $1.50s. It's up 200% since we called it. But this company, their annual sales don't even match what MCZ did in the last quarter. And they lose money, and they've got a market cap double. So that just gives you an idea of the potential for MCZ. This is a stock we are going to play all year long, MCZ. And, if they do manage to knock it back down, great for us. We continue to accumulate it probably under 130 if it gets to that area, which I doubt. JSDA Jones Soda. The chart looks a little iffy here on Friday because somehow they were able to close it. I was actually kind of surprised. I looked at the chart and went, how do we have this candle? But they closed it at $1.42. The real close should have been $1.45, but we saw some little gaming. I'd have to look, but we probably had one of those bogus 100-share trades below the bid going into the close here. Nice setup on this one. I'm thinking we're going to see a push to new highs. We got RSI up through the 50 level. Positive MACD cross, we're probably looking at that maybe late Monday, early Tuesday. Positive ADX cross, and stochastics has triggered a buy signal. And, you know, these are the kind of stocks that have been doing very, very well in this market. Stocks that have been in an upward move, as you can see, like JDSA has been, continue to push to new highs. So as long as this market continues to do well, stocks like this will get very, very nice bounces. LXRX, this is one we played a couple of weeks ago. They are presenting at BioCEO. Very nice setup here. I think this is the next biotech stock that we're going to be trading on a break of 2. So why not get into it now? Stops $1.75, target 2+ by Tuesday morning. RSI has sort of flatlined. We're looking at a positive MACD cross. We'll probably see that on Monday. And then, you know, stochastics up through the 50 level. So this one should be a very nice mover for us over the next couple of days into the BioCEO conference. Another play on that is TELK. This is one we jumped into for a breakout. And remember what I said, breakouts are working perfectly in this market. 118 breakout here, as you can see, going back 1 year on the chart. There really is no resistance now till the 130 and then 150 area. So targets 130, 150 is what we're looking at for our target range here. And stops on this one, $1.12, presenting at BioCEO. So if we start to see the biotechs heat up like I think we will, this should be a very nice mover for us on Monday. Positive MACD cross, all the indicators look really, really good. NVAX, this was a trading alert a couple of days ago. Set up very, very nicely. Remember what I said last year? This stock ran 30% into the pandemic flu conference last year. We've got that this year. We also have a positive MACD cross. And the last time we had that positive MACD cross in December, saw NVAX run, 45 cents over the course of a week. So we're set up very nicely here. 233 probably lights the fire under this one, and then it's off to the races to the 250s area. RSI about to break 50. Stochastics looking really, really nice, and I think this is going to be a very nice biotech winner for us this week. Quick mention on NEI, broke at exactly like I said it would. Over the last couple of days, it's been threatening to break through that 230 level. Once we get through that level on volume, I really don't see much resistance until we get to that 250, 275 plus area. Here's the 1 year chart. So, you know, we're probably looking, like I said, I've been pounding the table on this one for forever and a day. And here we are, up 75% already on the call. And as I said, this is going back to the threes. It's just a matter of when, not if. Now, going into this week, like I said, pounding the table on IPAS. Love the setup on this one. And BNX should make us very, very happy over the next couple of weeks. That's it for the video. If you've got any questions, feel free to shoot me an email or hit me up in the chat room. And I'll see you guys in the chat room on Monday. Goodbye.